All right, welcome to Tarot Tuesday. Last week we got things moving with the Chariot. Let's see what's up for this week. See what the cards have here, and it is Emperor. We already did that one. It is what the heck? Okay, here we go. Now that's something. So the Page of Pentacles. Let's see what he has to say. Okay, there he is, the Page of Pentacles. So, if you remember my video on aces, and if you don't, you should go watch it. We talked about new beginnings and new things, fresh, new, awesome outlooks. The pages are very similar to aces, but I feel like the extended version, you know? So if we do aces as ones, and tens and tens, then pages, knights, queens, kings, like the court cards, they're the higher up cards. So I would go with them as being like a higher up version. So in that sense, if you got an Ace of Pentacles, you could say, okay, cool, you know, there's something new coming up, a new job or something. But Page of Pentacles to me would say, all right, here's this big new opportunity coming and you're excited about it. Aces are new, but pages have this fresh vibrancy to them. There's enthusiasm, you know, discovery. Like, look at this gentleman, you know, ogling this pentacle up here. You know, he's fascinated with it. And you'll see that with the pages. They have this, you know, kind of wonderful essence where they're really excited about what they're holding and their new future. The point out here on the page is, look at his feet. You know, there's a little bit of growth, and it almost looks like it's kind of going up his leg, okay? So if you look at the King of Pentacles, you know, his robe is very fecund, and the Queen as well, with all the growth around her. You know, even the Nine, the lady on the Nine of Pentacles, you know, there's so much going on there about growth and prosperity. You can see it in his feet here, so it's starting out. So there's this, it's really enticing and it's really promising. That's what I love about it. So the sky too, it's yellow, which is joy, and it's just, you know, I would say 85% of the card, you know, is this joyous discovery. You know, it's like, you almost think like he pulled this out of the earth here and found it, and it's his brand new thing. You know, it's like in 2112 when, you know, the guy finds the guitar. And I feel too that the way he's wearing greens and yellows, you know, kind of like these earthy colors here, but his hat into his little bib Fortuna neck thing is red. You know, I think this shows that there is this, you know, development and this power in his head, you know, to make this thing happen. It's really springing from him. You know, it's kind of creative maybe, but it's definitely a new look, and it's learning, and it's a new opportunity where you'll be putting your all into it. So this comes up, it's a new career, new opportunity, but the page is a young guy, right? So how would this affect someone who was like 60 years old? You know, you're reading, you know, someone who's in their career for a long time, and this comes up. Would you say you're going to switch careers? Well, it's a possibility, but it's slight. You know, more often than not, it's a new avenue of learning in this career, a new course of study. They could be taking on a whole new role in a different department, you know, but the job itself is fresh to them, something new. Doesn't mean that they're starting over. And you can see this card being pulled in relation to people in a spread. So you would see the page and you say, okay, it's young, masculine energy. And, you know, with the Page of Pentacles itself, it's an earth sign. So that would be Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And some people will take the characteristics of his features on here and say, oh, dark hair, you know, this color eyes, you have a couple choices. But I do feel that's pretty limiting. So if you're going to get descriptions on a future person in someone's, you know, love life or career or anybody they're going to be interacting with, you know, ask Spirit, channel it through Spirit. And this is what you'll learn in Intuitive Tarot from the Ivy League Psychic Academy. I will teach you that. Okay, court cards in the reverse are usually kind of crummy, all right? There's no two ways about it. It shows some awful characteristics of people. However, if they are in reference to the sitter, this is a great heads up. Hey, this is an area you need to focus on, okay? In this instance, it's like sulky and lazy, okay? And it kind of, you know, as they say with the page, it's a child, but I would think that it has this childlike energy, this kind of impudence, you know, somewhat puerile, you know, just not acting their age, you know? As Prince says, act your age, not your shoe size. And so this laziness and this sulky sullenness, it will really stop this person from reaching their goals and doing what they have to do. Okay, so if the Page of Pentacles is about a new opportunity, in the reverse, their stubbornness and inability to get going kind of hampers that. So if you look at this graphically, it's like the focus is down at the bottom instead of where their feet are, you know, so they're more preoccupied with themselves and maybe things instead of actually getting to where they need to go to have those things. You know, it's like looking at the top of the ladder instead of the rungs. You know, you can just keep looking at that all the time, but if you don't start taking the steps, you ain't gonna get there. So in the reverse, we'll say, hey, this is about adjustment of attitude. You know, you have to focus on moving. You know, Pentacles are notoriously slow as it is, so when the Page is in reverse, you know, he's not going anywhere and will not try to. So tell them you have to move in order to get this in motion, in order to get where you need to go. Okay, court cards are kind of tricky, you know, sometimes they're about people, sometimes they're about situations. So definitely make sure to read it appropriately. Is this in the spread about a person in particular, or is this just in reference to an opportunity, in this case, a new job? This reverse card is about things not going as planned. You want to look at the whole scope of everything before you go and tell the sitter that it's based on them being lazy. You know, this could be an outside influence that's making this not go as planned. Again, look at it in the spread, see which reading you're going to take it with. Okay, court cards are different. You know, they're really interesting. I tend to not like them, but then when I use them, I love them. I can't make up my mind on them. I guess that's a good thing, right? So they're always keeping you guessing. You're always learning with them, and they can tell you a lot, especially in the reverse. They're really powerful. So if people aren't reading the reverse, they're missing out on a ton of valuable information. All right, so we have 15 more court cards to get through eventually. You know, we'll see how this series goes. But, you know, if you're interested in learning more in the meantime, check out Intuitive Tarot from Ivy League Psychic Academy with me. It's available for video download now, but we have a new class starting on April 22nd. It's going to be awesome, so you can register at ivyleaguepsychicacademy.com. And until then, I will see you Tuesday.